Mr. Speaker, Nigeria has never limited anybody from practicing his religion.
Hello guys, welcome to Fabulous Alex. I want you guys to watch this video first and we come back to speak more. Mark you, the video is on about Islamization of Nigerian nation. It is a plan from the north, and I want you guys to watch what is going on in the National Assembly.
Mr. Speaker, our constitution allows for freedom of worship of all religions. Mr. Speaker, we would not sit in this hollow chamber and restrict ourselves to just a few. If we begin to put such components into the constitution, tomorrow the ecclesiastical faction comes up. The day after, the traditional faction comes up. The day after, all other components begin to come up. And what happens to our grand norm that is supposed to be the foundation of our existence? Mr. Speaker, Nigeria has never limited anybody from practicing his religion. You go to states like in the north, where you have Sharia being practiced as the criminal code for those states. It is because it's peculiar to them as a people and as a persons. By the time we begin to expand it and bring it into our constitution, we are not an Islamic state. We're a secular state. We're not a celestial state. We're a secular state. We are not a traditional worship state. We're a secular state that respects and gives everybody a sense of belonging. We're a nation. We need to be sensitive to the mood and the existence, freedom of speech, freedom of association, to live in happiness, not a scenario whereby there could be some misconceptions. To this end, I wish to crave the indulgence of the sponsor of this bill that he steps it down for more legislative input, and consultation, which would be more in tune with our beliefs and the norms. But I do not believe it is a legislation that should pass for second reading. I so submit.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues. I agree Nigeria is a secular state where we have different opinions, traditions, religion, and what have you. But if you see this motion or this bill, it will help Nigerians to know that these commercial banks, especially Taj Bank and what have you, many people have perceived that these banks are specifically for Muslims, while it is not. So by expanding this nature, I believe when it is encompasses to everybody, many people will see the benefit of this bill, and I believe in a near future, many people will see that the mover put this in a right direction. Thank you very much.
Let me start by saying that the Constitution mandates our government that they shall not adopt any religion as a state religion, meaning that Nigeria is a secular state. Number two is the fact that Section 38 is very clear as to the rights given to all Nigerians in terms of choice of religion and how they worship. Section 2 goes further to say that Nigeria is a federation consisting of the federal government and then the state governments, giving the states the liberality to adopt whatever kind of law they want to use in governing their people. And that's why we have some states with all this Sharia law and all of that. They are permitted to do it, the State House of Assembly. But the Constitution, as a ground norm that governs all of us, the traditional institutions, the Obas in the Yoruba land, the Igwe in the east, the Shakiri, the Fulanis, the Hausas, gives us only one right, the right to choose whichever one we want. We can therefore not allow this constitution to become so filled with frivolities that is supposed to be the mandate of the state. We have all been clamoring for physical federalism. Give more power to the state to do it the way they want, to do it in the way of the culture of their people. And that's why I will want to implore the mover of this motion to please allow us to please step down this amendment for the time being so that we can deliberate more on it. Because, of course, from the way I see it, is such that the state should be considering, not here. The problem of religious war, we started as far back as 1938 in this country. Let it not start here again. Let it not be that it is this house that is going to put fuel to the very fragile democracy, to the very fragile situation, the unity between us. It's very important. As we are talking now, people are hearing us. People are seeing us, thinking that we want to promote one religion over the other. I therefore pray that we step this down for the time being. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The 1999 Constitution, as amended, Mr. Speaker, provide for a personal Islamic law in the Constitution. The Constitution did not envisage the dynamism and the development coming off in the country. In 2003, the Constitution did not recognize that the Islamic commercial law, Islamic company law, Islamic international law, Islamic public laws. In 2003, Mr. Speaker, Taj Bank came up under the commercial Islamic law. In 2019, another bank came up under the commercial law. That means the Jaiz Bank, not the Taj Bank. The Jaiz Bank was in 2004. The Taj Bank came in 2019. Mr. Speaker, sir, if you look at the personal law, it only encompasses marriage, divorce, and the inheritance. Therefore, what I'm requiring is the removal of the removal of personal in section 24 of the Constitution, section 262, section 277, and section 288, so that other relevant laws like the public, the commercial law, Islamic commercial law, the Islamic company law, the Islamic international law can have a place in the Constitution. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, this is what I want the honorable colleagues to support so that this amendment can be done. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
All right, that is the video. I cannot play all because it is 32 minutes video, and the whole video is all about deliberation. They are passing bill on National Assembly to deliberate on this Nigeria, to practice the Sharia law in the entire nation. This is not only the North, and the entire nation. But there was a reflection of Constitution that Nigeria is a secular nation. Such thing cannot prevail. But the North keep on pushing. The reason I'm making this video, I want everybody to be serious about this. If you like, share this video. If you like, don't share. Because I'm just doing my own part as a patriotic citizen. The issue on ground in Nigeria, many people are not seeing it. And when you sit down and calculate the way things are going in Nigeria, you will discover, if you are very smart, you will discover that all these things are not happening because that is the way God wants it. It is just happening because many people, some people, especially from the north, felt that Nigeria should be Islamized. And when you check the political system, the governance system, as in, when you check these two aspects, you will discover that religion is always attached to it. And this is a problem. I want you guys to understand that the Nigeria we are in today is not the Nigeria you know before. This Muslim ticket that happened in Nigeria, that has never happened since the existence of Nigeria as a nation, it wasn't a mistake. It was planned. It was arranged. And when you check what is happening in Nigeria, coming from the security aspect, if you check the issue of Boko Haram, what is the formation of Boko Haram? How Boko Haram started and what was the reason? You will discover that it is connected to religion. And when you check how Boko Haram metamorphosed to banditry, and you check how these two elements of destruction are working together to infuse pain on Nigerians, you will discover that this thing is connected to religion. And when you check the way they are covering this issue, as in the way they are shading it, till today nobody knows who are sponsoring Boko Haram. The sponsors of Boko Haram, we don't know. And Boko Haram have been existing for almost 15 years, since 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Check it to date, 12 to 13 years thereabout. Yet, the people sponsoring it, we don't know them. And we will say that we have intelligence in Nigeria as per security. When you check it, why they are shading all these things, it is connected to religion. All the northern politicians, especially those that are representing their constituencies, they all said they want Sharia law in Nigeria. I keep on wondering, what gave these people that momentum to bring this kind of bill into the National Assembly, where we should be discussing how to tackle the insurgency in Nigeria, how to tackle banditry, how to stop all the kidnapping in Nigeria. Now, they are bringing Sharia. Just they want Sharia all over the nation. It is funny, because you can't force someone to belong to your religion. Religion is not by force. You convince people by the way you do your religion, people will like it and join you willingly. You can't force people. That is archaic. That is a savage system. We shouldn't be going backward because some set of people want Nigeria to be Islamized. If you check what has been happening, it is the agenda that made Nigeria not to work as a nation. Check what is happening. Check the way the country does not operate like this. No country operates the way Nigeria is operating. We don't have we never want to come say, may we come together, discuss our problem, and let us find solution to it. We all now problem. We don't even want to conduct national consensus to discuss national interests and national objectives as a nation, like once in a year. Nothing like that. All we know how to do is how to Islamize. People who are living in that northern region, especially the Namajiris, who cannot feed themselves. So that is the same thing you people want, the Shekiris, the Jos, the Bibos, the Igbos, the people in the south and the southeast to emulate or to practice by force. Obviously, you people want this country to tear apart completely. That is where the country is heading to. With this kind of language, with this kind of body language, you want to infuse your religion on people who doesn't know how you have been practicing it. You want those people to throw away their own ways of life, to embrace your own by force. That is archaic. That is barbaric. No reasonable person should be thinking towards that direction. If not that, you people want to force your religion on Nigerians. We should be talking about how to solve Nigeria issues, not all this. And the earlier we realize all these things, better for all of us. You want to Islamize Nigeria, you want Sharia law to circulate the whole country, and I want force on our religion on people. Constitution and in Nigeria is a secular state. Everybody have their own pattern of life. If your own system is worthy of emulation, people can, duplicate from there, not forcing it on people. That is my submission. I want you guys to share this video. Please share this video. It is very, very important.